Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pro League action continues live here from the New York City studios. OG versus TCM. We only just saw it.
The rematch.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it was yesterday where we kind of saw this game. Obviously, it wasn't. It was 2 days ago, but essentially yesterday. Talk to me. How are you feeling about this one?
Same way I felt the other day. Yep.
Even though we saw a massive
better.
improvement.
Massive
It was a big
improvement, but it's OG.
All right, so the S&D when these two played went to round 11.
Mm-hmm.
Could we see maybe TCM steal the S&D from OG?
Maybe.
They're playing better.
Maybe.
Still making a couple of mistakes in search, that's for sure. Hardpoint is going to be retreat. Now,
This one they're not going to win.
I'm going to go on a bold
I
statement.
saw Shane tweet. He said, "Can we just start at map number 2?"
No, he's serious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a bold statement.
Yep.
This isn't going to be a 3-0, it's going to be a 3-1.
Which map do they get?
I want to say the search, but it depends on...
I'd love to know the maps.
I'm going to say they win the search. I'm going to say TCM takes search. I just think they're playing a little bit better.
I think it's going to be 3-0, but closer. I think the respawn will be closer. The search can't get any closer, but I still think it'll be a close game all throughout. And the first game is loading up right now. It's going to be Retreat Hardpoint. One of OpTic Gaming's best maps. This one is going to be near impossible, I think, for TCM to win.
They haven't been playing as dominant as they were. I think other teams catching up a little bit to their playstyle, if you will.
Fair enough.
But
yeah.
they're still a great hardpoint retreat.
Still the best team in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of doubt. Start off on board with, who do you want to see? Pick a player.
You know, let's go to somebody on TCM. Let's go on board with Moose. Had a good series last game. Their games versus Prophecy. They're going to need him again to step up here against OG.
All right. Well, kicking things off on board with Mr. Moose for TCM. Standard start. Stun being thrown over now. Can he win his first gunfight? It's going to be on the right-hand side. It's going to be formal. This is going to be a battle you'll see all Hardpoint Detroit. The Moose versus formal.
Did you not see him go by?
No, apparently he didn't. Nate shot on the hill. Already a 2-0 start. HBR. Okay.
You know, we saw Karma mess around with this a little bit yesterday as well. So maybe, you know, some players trying out some new things around Champs time, trying to make sure you know, nothing's left uncovered. No secret gun. It's the best gun that they're left
EM1, baby.
Yeah.
The EM1.
Man.
Enable said it himself.
Community game night. We saw it itself.
Bro, it's dominant, man. Like, Enable was
interesting. Shane uses the bow a lot for somebody who you think is primarily like an OBJ player.
I brought this up the other day.
Yeah.
Whenever they're playing against a team where you feel they're going to get outslayed, I feel it's a security blanket.
To pull out the AR.
Like, Moose has an AR. You're going to see Gunchi, he's rocking the bow. So it's a 3-bow setup. Now,
that leaves Jerd out to dry.
Right, I get what they're trying to do, but ultimately...
That explains why Jerd is 1-5.
You're going to get destroyed.
You can't do that. In any of the Call of Duties, you couldn't do that. And I can tell you how difficult and how annoying it is for Jerd probably right now. At Champs, when I played, my team ran 3 ARs, and I was the only sub.
How frustrating.
Yeah, extremely frustrating.
I mean, just think about it. It's no pressure.
I had nobody else trading kills with me on the hill. It was very annoying.
Yeah, that would have been.
Somehow I finished with a positive KD. I don't know how that happened.
Didn't you pull out the... What was it you pulled out?
I pulled out a foul towards the last series. I used it on a CTF, and I was like, no wonder why everybody was using this, and I like... put up like anything.
Well, the struggles are going to be real for TCM if they continue with the current setup.
They need another sub. Somebody has to try and change to a submachine gun. This is kind of insane.
I noticed they did something similar the other day, and it was like, well, I just feel can't do that.
No, we talked about it the other day as well. I mean, OG just able to break right away because they have Crim.
So much pressure.
Yeah, I mean, they have Crim and Scum. I mean, those are two of the best SMGs in the game. You know, with nothing, no SMG pressure from TCM minus Jerd, it's going to be very difficult.
This is getting out of hand.
Very fast.
To 16. I mean, don't want to say.
And you'd think it's, you know. Oh, that, you know, having a different gun really means nothing, but
it means
it's completely different. Your playstyle just plays completely different regarding which gun you have. You know, even when you have an AR, you tend to play a little bit slower, always, no matter what your actual playstyle is, it just kind of tends to happen.
Oh, couple of players go down, leaves Scumpy by himself. He drops. TCM looking at picking up a chunk of time here on this hard point. Should be able to bring themselves back into it. 89-29, the current score. Favor of OpTic Gaming. Moose on the hill. He has an ASM1, so he has changed class.
Yeah. I mean, they needed somebody to. I mean, if Shane doesn't feel comfortable running an SMG versus OpTic Gaming and he wants to use an AR, that's fine. Somebody else needs to pick out another sub to help Jerd, because Jerd, I mean, start off, what, 1-5? Now, since Moose has pulled out another gun, they're able to trade a few more kills.
12-3.
Yeah.
Look at the score difference.
Because look, they're just putting more pressure. I mean,
Right.
Moose not able to pick up that kill right there, but still, the fact that he's in the hill in a position of trade.
Oh, Shane, that's the second one we've seen of him today.
Makes some sense. Shane looks pretty good at this AR.
I think he's doing significantly better. I mean, you say he looks good. He's 9-17.
Yeah.
Out. He's doing significantly better than I think he would be with an ASM1.
Yeah.
I think he
You would
will be the
almost
first to
rather
accept
have him
that.
be like 28 and like 40 with an ASM1, putting tons of pressure and letting Moose and Jerd get easy kills than
That's the thing.
having him pick up pointless kills around the map to just be able to get kills.
I mean, if you were coaching the squad right now, is that something that you would...
Yeah, I would tell
you'd be
Shane,
like,
I would
just
think,
die?
dude, just smash your face into the hill. I don't care how many times you die. I don't care what your KD is. Just put
Bro.
pressure on and make it for the other players,
These
easy
days,
for the other players.
Those COD stats, man. People care about those kind of numbers.
Yeah, I know. People do care about their KD, but... I mean, look at Attach. I'm sure Attach could run an AR and go, you know, near double positive every game if he wanted to. But he runs a sub, completely different than what he did on Ghost, by the way. Ghost, he pretty much just played passive and just picked up tons of kills. It changed his game completely to what that team needs. They need somebody who puts tons of pressure, and you see Attach have games down 40 and 40.
See Shane bringing out the SMG. This is just going to be for this hill, though. He's very good at boost stomping. That's something I've noted. He's got it again. Oh my God.
Tactic.
Back to back. He's found something that's working here, and he's sticking with it. I respect it. I respect it a lot. But OpTic still in the lead. 115-81. Is Shane going to keep someone? Looks like he is, so... Maybe,
Have they switched to 3 ASM1s now?
Gunchy Moose, is it 4 ASM1s? No.
No, Gunchy has to be running AR. Yeah.
Say. Shane, still going to work the ASM1. So, they are adapting, which is a good sign. Too many times you'll see teams just stick with what they have, and it's like, well, it didn't work a minute ago. It's still working now.
Right. No, it makes total sense. You want to adapt mid-game. The best teams adapt mid-game. But looks like Shane's gone back to that AR. I would have liked to see him keep it out. Even if you lose, just try it. I mean, what's the worst that can realistically happen at this point? Right? I mean, what's the difference whether you lose with a 1.0 KD or you lose with 0.5? You're still a loser either way.
It's true. This is true. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they still have plenty of time to learn. This is no big deal at all. I mean, we expect OpTic Gaming to...
This is closer...
Yeah, it actually is. At the start of the game, when they had 17 points, I was sat here thinking, okay, well, this is escalating far too quickly. But it's weird. OpTic always seem to heat up in the second cycle of hills. You look at any of the games they've really played in
That's why you gotta get a lead on them early.
You really do.
And then make them play desperate in the second half, because otherwise they get into cruise control mode, and I mean, they just start doing this to you, and it's...
I'm trying to think, when was the last time you saw OpTic lose a hard point? I'm trying to think.
Solar to Phase Red.
When was that?
North American Regionals.
North American Regionals, yeah. Yeah, that'll be the last time.
Right?
And then think about a time before that.
Actually, Prof in the 5K finals.
I mean on land.
Oh, on land? That's the only one I can think of immediately off the top of my head.
You have a great memory too, so I trust you.
How many maps did they lose in North American Regionals?
Not that many.
They lost one, right? They lost just that game?
I want to say that. Maybe wrong.
I might be wrong, but...
Anyway, back to the point. 118, 107 here in hardpoint retreat. Gunchy on the hill with the bow, tries to turn around and be able to kill, but not going to be able to happen, and Shane goes back to the ASM1. So, looks like he's just changing his class, obviously dependent on the hill. As run straight past someone, turns around, can't do that to Scumpy.
Yeah, but I don't mind him just jetting out of the hill, just trying to put pressure. That's kind of his job on the team.
Right.
And let the other two just pick up, the other two meaning Moose and Jerd, just let them pick up easy kills in the hill of people just running in.
One shot.
Right. One shot, hurt, frantic. It's the best way for them to play. Missing a few shots there, but...
Yeah, it's going to fall. That's going to be Krim. So that kill. Speaking of Krim, 24 and 21. Formal's 33 and 24. Expected, really, between Scump, Formal, and Krim to have fantastic games. We'll show Scump a little bit. Haven't really shown him that much since he comes off the respawn. Nadeshot gonna not pick up that kill, but luckily has a little bit of team support come in. Scumpy now with the ASM-1. See what he can do.
I mean, Scump's another player who just puts tons of pressure. Every time you see him, just immediately just jetting at the hill. Doesn't matter, where the spawns are, whatnot. He just runs straight at the hill. Just plays so aggressive. You can see him coming in here with Nadeshot flying into this bottom hard point. And right now, game completely in OG's favor. It's going to be TCM. They're going to need to, break this here and then, rotate. But still, not a chance, really.
Yeah. Game over. OpTic Gaming and take map number 1. Not
Krim's just showing
crazy scoreline. I mean, TCM have done well to hold on. They're kind of getting away from them a little bit now, but it was
a nice game out of Jerd.
At some points.
Very nice game out of Jerd. 36 and 33, 36 and 34 at this point, 13 caps to his name. It's a pretty strong performance against OpTic Gaming. I think the rest of the team steps up a little bit, meets him at his level of play. These games are going to get pretty close.
Well, as we said, OG 1-0 up. Going into the S&D, though.
I'd love to know the map. The map really determines who I would take in that one. I definitely think that OG, they hold a commanding lead right now over TCM, just game time. Really what it is. Yeah, I know with familiarity of the playstyles here in North America. If you're just joining us, TCM did just win against Prophecy, so TCM gets their first win of the league. But it's still, struggles continue versus OG, as OG is going to take map number 1.
There you go.
246 to 150.
Apparently, OpTic Gaming have lost 3 hard points. One to Stunner, one to TR, and one to FaZe Red.
You're right. FaZe Red was on Solar. TR was on...
I have no idea. If you remember that, you're a wizard. I don't know how you would do it, but...
The one against Stunner, I believe, was on...
I want to say that Solar as well, was it not?
Another one of them was on Solar. Was it against Stunner? No.
I don't know. Anyway, that's neither.
I'm going to say this. Somebody look it up, but I'm going to say this. Stunner one was on a Detroit. The TR one was on a Solar as well. Okay. Don't know if I'm right. Just trying to remember. Either way,
they're the 3 hard points that they have actually lost, so... Interesting little stat for you. For now, though, commercial break. When we return, search and destroy between OpTic Gaming and TCM.